Hello, people of size. It is I, Oompaville. Today, I'm making a video with my friend Casey King. You've probably seen him on TLC. All right, these clips.
He'll tell me what to get him, and I come right back a lot of times in case that's too much food.
Insane. All right, everybody knows who this guy is, but nobody knows his story and how inspirational it actually is. I know I sound like a sarcastic dick, but I'm not. Today, I'll be filming my probably most interesting video that I've ever filmed. And also a little heads up, the video ends in a way that I literally couldn't have been happier with because I've been planning something for a long time. Casey, man.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
I thank you, man.
This video is really cool. If you guys want to see more with me and Casey, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and kiss my ass. Everybody, you know Casey King. He's my friend. We've made like, what, 4 videos together now, something like that, and talked on a consistent basis. I've talked to you more so than I have talked to some of my family members.
Don't
to
worry,
be honest.
I talk to you a lot more than some of my family.
That's awesome. That's good. That's good. Today's video is sponsored by Vessi. Do you have feet? Do you wear shoe? Well, have I got the shoe for you? Vessi is an extremely unique, comfortable, and stylish everyday sneaker that you can wear in winter or in the rain, as I did, and also while painting, as I did. I ruined my shoes, guys. They're 100% waterproof. They're extremely easy to clean, as you can tell by me getting my paint off the shoe. They're made sustainably, which, you know, I don't personally care, but good for the shoes. That's also a joke, by the way. I do care. The shoes are also crafted from a material known as Dymatex, which is a dual climate knit, meaning it stays cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And it also doesn't even feel like it should be waterproof. It's kind of weird. I absolutely love these shoes. I owned a pair before they decided to sponsor me. So click the link down below to support the channel and use my code Oompaville for $25 off each pair of Vessi shoes. There's also free shipping internationally to a bunch of different countries. Not totally, but a bunch of them, yeah. Anyways, thank you, Vessi, for sponsoring this video. Guys, please enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. I believe the last time we spoke, you're coming so close to hitting a goal that's been a goal of yours for, I'm assuming, an extremely long time. I don't know. How long has that been your goal?
I would say for like 8 years. 250 would be like a really cool goal to get to. I mean, I'm not at 250 now. I'm very, very close. But I haven't had skin removal, and I know if I had that, I would easily be under 250, like right now.
Right.
It's pretty crazy just to think about, but yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. If you Google Casey King on YouTube, you can see your channel, obviously, which everyone should go subscribe to. I'll have a link down below and also a little card that's going to pop up. Subscribe to his channel. You can see you make videos. Look at this. Look at you making videos, talking.
I know. They're edited so well.
This is the clip that everyone knows. The "I'll just eat until I'm dead" probably quoted of you saying, and you're playing Fortnite or whatever. Your interaction with your father. And like, that's in my video. That's the clip that everybody knows that every YouTuber has ever reacted to.
Here you go. There's your lunch.
What?
They're like, I can't believe you took all that food from your dad, and do you still think you'll eat until you die? Like that, and then the bathing clip are like,
oh yeah. Those are the two, man.
I cannot physically bathe in a sit-down bathtub where stand-up shower area.
Right. 30 million views. I don't have any videos with 30 million views, just to be clear. And what percentage of those people don't even know that you've lost that much, that you've lost all the weight, and you're just like living your best life out there currently? Probably a majority.
I would legit say 29 million. Like they don't care. Like I'm not kidding. And I know that's like a number where people are like, no, that's not true. But like people, they don't care. Like they don't care if I lost weight. They're just like, here's a video. This happened.
Right.
Who cares what happened afterwards?
Yeah, it's just total negativity. And like I remember when I looked you up, I was like, dude, this is awesome. I can't even believe that this is like real, because all the TLC shit, they just focus on the negative in every single scenario. Like this guy, his face melted. Like, why is that, when you look up you, why is that on there? If there was a video that you had to address and set the record straight and show people the actual reality of the current situation, which would it be?
It would be the eat until I'm dead.
You are 100% fine with this, just for clarity's sake, because I do not.
Okay with this.
Badass. Cool. All right, cool. And also everyone go subscribe to Casey's channel. Go on Instagram. You're the most active there for sure. All right, let's go ahead and we'll watch "I'll just eat until I'm dead, comma, probably." That's a good grammar.
I get it.
All right.
I would just eat until I'm dead, probably.
So that's the quote. So it just starts off like
that. A normal
that.
day for me is wake up around 12, figure out something I'm going to eat immediately, TV, video games, bed.
So I've asked you this too. Do you still game? Do you game any?
It's something I'm interested in, but it's not a hobby I practice in. I don't want to sit in there and do what I used to do that correlates so much to the
It's
past.
hot in Georgia, and all my clothing is restricting and tight. So I just sit in there naked, free as can be, and no one bothers me. Door shut, we're good. I'm just safe, and video games are where I escape.
So you also seemed like happy too in this video. Like when you're sitting there gaming, were you actually happy, you think?
Like if you were to ask a dude or a person that's like on shrooms or on coke, like that's an addictive drug that'll really mess up your life. And that's like, I'm in the addiction. I'm hardcore, like in my life. I don't see anything getting any better. And that's what that is. Like, I'm happy because I'm doing something I enjoy, but like food made me happy, so I ate food.
Yeah, that's intense. It's something I'll like, I guess most people who are fortunate enough to not have an addiction that will just never know the feeling.
And that's what the internet has really taught me. People are stupid. Like they say the dumbest things. Someone on TikTok literally asked me a couple of days ago, why don't you just have the skin removed already? And I was like, well, that's what you would ask because you don't know anything about it. Like,
yeah, it costs a ton of money.
Yeah, and you have to be as small as you can probably possibly get before you get it done.
Right.
It's just reason on reason on reason, and they're just like, get it done.
Just do it.
Just do it. Literally, the internet is Nike. Clothing.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
All right, I gotta go in the kitchen and get stuff.
What were you gonna go get? Do you remember?
Just so everyone watching understands, this is what I would normally do, but this entire like scene of events and like sequence of events that like is happening is set up by them.
Fake.
They literally came and like, we are going to film you naked. We're going to give you a sequence of things we want you to do, and this is how they're going to happen. We didn't buy our whatever brand refrigerator and be like, we need a camera installed in this. Wants to be filmed when he's going to the refrigerator naked.
Right.
I was really depressed, but I didn't realize it.
Right.
I still have a lot of emotional baggage from that whole thing. God, there's a giant cup of sweet tea sitting beside
Look at that, dude. It's getting me thirsty, man. It's a sensitive thing too. Like when I made my first video on it, the way that it's portrayed, it's hard to even think of you as a person in these clips. It's because I mean, you just said they've set all that stuff up, and they set you up a sequence of events to make you really look the absolute worst possible way to put it in a 7-minute clip.
Again, they don't care if you hate me at all in the beginning.
And they don't give a shit if you succeed either, which you did.
I mean, I've lost a lot of weight. They've literally never hit me up for another video.
Yeah. TLC, man.
Unless they're going to hit me up right now and want to get skin removal.
Exactly. Unless that happens.
I'm accepted in all those virtual reality worlds and the gaming world.
The VR world.
No one sees me.
Also, just want like these little like candle things, whatever those are. When I saw this, I had like PTSD. I ate one of those when I was a kid. That's just a side point I wanted to point out. Like, obviously, I'm not saying eat those as a child, but those things right there, that's the first time I saw one in at least a decade. And I just wanted to let you know that I ate one when I was a kid.
What's wrong with him?
And it was just getting too difficult to work, so I quit my job.
I did not quit. I never quit. I never quit working. I was fired. There are things that they make you say. Like, you say this. By the way, I missed that reindeer. You say this. So, like, I'm drinking coffee, and I'm like, this coffee tastes pretty good. And they're like, okay, but what if it wasn't good? And I'd be like, oh, this coffee tastes like shit. And then they'd be like, okay, great, say that.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's one of those things you kind of expect, I guess, now after knowing a little bit, because, you know, they got to make their content or whatever.
So she kicked me out, and the only place I had left to go was my father's. So I went there. Basically, his one thing that made me happy was food. So we just ate like kings, but like in the worst way. Pizzas, chicken, Japanese food, takeout. I mean, me and my dad would get hibachi delivered, sushi by the barrel. I mean, just anything you wanted to eat, we were getting.
What's so funny?
My dad is sitting behind me as he's sitting behind the laptop, not behind me.
Yeah.
And like he rolled his eyes.
That's so funny. We're literally watching you and your dad, quote unquote, interact on a TLC show while you and your dad interact in the same house in real life.
They got the drinks. I don't know which one's tea, which one's Dr. Pepper. You have to.
I love your dad's
look at this.
accent. I don't know which one's tea, which one's Dr. Pepper.
He's my son. I love him. I love to make him happy, you know, and food's got a lot to do with his happiness, but he's like an addict about food.
And then they immediately make you look like such an asshole.
Since you've already got it paused.
Yeah.
So right now it is going to appear as if I took all the food because they didn't give my dad his food. What happened was they came to the house and they said, this is what's going to happen. We want you to do all these things. We want you to give us an order for McDonald's, a huge order. They said, all the food is for you. When my father came in the house, there was like an assistant for TLC. She's like, hey, you just go in there and make a little comment about how they messed up the order and they didn't give you your food and everything's for him. My dad is very much just like, okay.
Well, whatever.
So when I give him the fry,
Here you go. There's your lunch.
because in my head, they wanted me to eat all this food, I'm not going to give him any of it. So I just give him a fry.
Because they make it seem just like you're terrible.
I was terrible at times.
I get you. Yeah, right. When I watched it, and then when I talked to you after the first time, I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense. This guy's not a dick.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my.
me?
No, you didn't. Because if you ordered yourself a meal, it's on it.
This guy's a fucking dickhead. I don't feel bad for him anymore at all.
Are you
So here's the
kidding me?
clip in question.
Because if you ordered yourself a meal, it's not in here.
Well, whatever.
Here you go. There's your lunch.
Oh man, it's
I don't want to
crazy.
call him an enabler, but I mean, sometimes that's really the way, like,
Enabler definition, my father. Love him
Yeah.
to death, but enabler.
Yeah, I mean, you live in his house. He lets you live in his house. He feeds you the food. He buys you the food. It's by definition. I mean, there's no way to like deny that for sure. And he did it out of love, I'm sure, too,
Yeah, oh no.
because he didn't want you to see you suffer. So
if I could just eat, not gain weight, would be fantastic. But do I want to be fat forever? No. I wish I wasn't in the situation that I'm in.
yeah, that's crazy because you're not now.
No, so even right here, I've lost weight. Back to like the whole like what they filmed and they didn't use. There was a day they showed up and they were like, "Hey, we just want you to eat some Cheetos." So they poured two big bags of Cheetos into a giant like salad bowl. So I'm telling them, I'm like, "Hey guys, so like I know we talked about this, but like I am trying to lose weight." So they're like, "Okay, just take a different Cheeto every couple of times, put it up to your mouth, and put it down." And they never. I don't think that's in the show at all.
Right? They just made you do it.
That's not even the trough that I normally bathed in. That's something they purchased and brought to our house.
Wow.
Because we had already gotten rid of the one that we used because I was small enough here to get in the shower and bathe normally.
That's pretty humiliating. I mean, I guess that makes sense in terms of just like their goal with the show, but that is pretty bad. The Dawn dish soap, is that normal?
No, we didn't put any soap in the water. They just wanted bubbles because they wanted
Oh
it
my.
to look like the bath. And they also were worried about like my dick and balls just flying in the water.
No dick, no balls.
Because I'm a bigger guy with like folds and flaps, and I have to move around.
Okay,
Like, almost like a
right here. I'm literally explaining to people that I have folds and flaps of skin that I have to clean under. That's what I'm saying. In this scene right here, I am cleaning under a fold of my stomach. And the internet says, instead, they completely don't listen to what I say. They're like, why is he cleaning his dick and balls and asshole before his face and body?
I'm so glad to be able to get like your actual thoughts and opinion and like what actually happened on this stuff, because it's a part of internet culture now, like officially.
Like, this is a scene. Like, this is this should be an NFT. I need this as an NFT. No, I'm just
If I can prove that I never touched my balls, will you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
It's just a super difficult process. There's 2 times when I've
So
been
yeah,
kinda
they
stuck in the shower. and I
literally
couldn't
made it
get up.
look like you just wiped down your dick and balls and then your face right after.
Yeah, because the internet just doesn't care.
Also, this is maybe the most unflattering angle ever in history.
That's at their studio with a green screen behind me, and they've put a picture of my house behind me.
That's crazy. That's weird. I would have never guessed.
Me and my dad's relationship is it's kind of touch and go. Like sometimes we'll have great moments together, and then recently in these past like years, there's a lot of like
That's why I'm
negativity.
making-
Yeah, and like just the way that it's overlaid with you trying to wash yourself and you trying to be honest about something, and it's got you in the background going, literally in a trough that they made you get in. More movie magic, TV magic. Woo!
So fantastic.
I need his help a little bit to clean myself. Wiping just my ass. Because, I mean, I can't reach everything on my back and I can't reach everything below me. So
how does it feel now to be knowing that you at one point could not wipe your own ass, according to the show, obviously? How does it feel to be able to have that freedom?
I legit was so big at one point, I could not wipe my ass. And my dad cleaned me.
Came in clutch.
I put him through actual shit. Like, my dad, such a great dude. Like, I look at my dad very much and I love him, but like, there's like a weird thing of like, I can't believe I had to have you do that. And then like, how can we ever be like normal individuals and have the same dynamic again? There was a day where I had to pee and I was on the floor and he had just like cleaned me and I literally just pissed on the floor because I couldn't get up.
At least, I mean, like, obviously all this shit's hard, but dude, he didn't have to see you die. You know
No,
what
I
I mean?
know.
And that's awesome.
That's one thing I will say. I really do try to like live to make anyone that had to experience that other stuff with me appreciate now. Like what I do now, what I'm able to do.
Yeah, you definitely don't seem like the type of person who takes shit for granted. And I definitely think you need to have like some difficult shit happen to you in order to just be that kind of person.
I want him to have a normal life, and that's not normal. No, things can't go on the way they're going right now. I mean, we've got to make some drastic changes.
And you did, and here we are. So yeah, so I've profited off you. How about I help you with your skin surgery?
What?
How about I give you $5,000 for this?
Really?
Yeah. All you got to do is say yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. No, I want to cry. I don't want to seem like too quick to be like, yeah, give me your money, Oompa, I love you, but like, right. I do appreciate it. And all these other people are like, do a GoFundMe, but like, and I really don't want to be like, give me your money. But so many people are like, do one, and I'm like, okay, but then like, what if I did one, and either one, I got shit for it, that's what I worry about, or two, no one really donated. I guess that's not really something to worry about, but like, I wouldn't want to put time into something and it just fall flat. So I really appreciate it.
I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, obviously it is a big deal, but like, I think you're thinking into it too much because you're underestimating the amount of like positivity that people get from this turning into where you are now. I think that's like kind of hard to put a number on, and I would like to help.
I greatly appreciate it. I was just gonna cry. I don't want to cry. I cry so much. I hugely appreciate it. You're literally like one of the best people I know, and your fans are absolute psychos. How they just show up everywhere. They're like, "Hey man, Oompa, we ain't gonna do Oompa."
But yeah, dude, and I genuinely want to help. That was one of the first things when I saw the first video. I was like, damn, I don't really know. Like, obviously you have all your shit figured out, but when I heard about like the skin surgery and everything, it's so expensive, and like that seems like the final chapter of that whole thing, and then you can start totally new. And it would be an honor to me to be able to, for you to accept me helping that with no strings attached, nothing. Obviously I've profited greatly off you with all the videos that we've made, but so I feel a little bit guilty, but not really.
Hey man, it's totally cool. You're good. I appreciate it. I genuinely do.
Just follow Casey on YouTube, follow him on Instagram, and Tim the Tap Man, if you're watching this, play Warzone with this dude.
I'll literally install the game tomorrow.
Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, go ahead and watch this video, go to the 8-minute mark and comment what you think of that clip. Here's the comments from the last one. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Casey. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this at least a little bit. Thank you.